Hi Leos, welcome to your monthly reading. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always take what it feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences during this time. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. For the month of March, as usual, I have a special sales offer available, and for this month, it's inspired in the current mystical Pisces season we are on. If you would like to know more details about it, you can read in the description box or you can email me with your questions. And if you would like to donate and support my channel, you can also do that by following the PayPal link, which is also down below. So, Leos, the month of March feels quite adventurous. For many of you, there seems to be here an opportunity coming up that activates this very courageous, uplifting, humorous side of you. There's something coming up that is going to put you in a position where you feel like you're much more available, you're much more free to pursue things that provide a sense of stimulation and fulfillment into your life. So for those of you that have felt so far that things have been stuck with the hanged man in your past, for those of you that have felt, unable to do certain things energetically, financially, emotionally, there's a big shift, there's a big turnaround in terms of impossibilities turning themselves into possibilities and into realities. It's like some of you Leos are actualizing things that you thought you were never going to. And I feel for some of you, this has also a lot to deal with your financial independence or with your independence at a whole. Maybe you have had your issues with money, with feeling safe, with feeling provided here. Maybe you have had some difficulties in encountering, a job that would suit you, that would respect you, that would give you, again, not only financially, but also in terms of fulfillment, what you're looking for. Something has been, something that was for a long time in stillness is now in action, is now, flowing freely and beautifully every day of the month. So you're invited as well to not stop, to not fall back into this kind of victim mentality that at times can haunt you. This victim mentality that tells you or tries to convince you of, again, impossibilities, that you can't make something happen, that something is not for you, or energies that try to dictate your true limits. It's like, I feel like for some of you Leos, you have been living under certain limitations that were, casted here really as illusions. So it's like there was no limitations in reality. They were somehow dictated. They were somehow, again, projected into your life as something, that they were not, to hold you here in a position where your autonomy, your independence, your freedom, your happiness was put on hold. It was restrained. And I feel like for some of you Leos, this could, be talking here about, real deep problems and difficulties with your relationships as well. People that have somehow seen your independence as a threat to them. So they might have resorted here to some manipulation, some lies, some deception to keep you, in a desired position that was not making you happy. So, also in a very good way, the month of March for Leos represents this, this call, um, this call for freedom. And it's like, whatever it is that was holding you back, whatever it is that you were allowing to interfere with your happiness, you're not doing that anymore. You're not tolerating invasion of your boundaries, of your space. You're not tolerating here outside sources to contaminate here your true options in life. For those of you that have been desiring to find better better opportunities with finances and work. Again, the month of March is very fruitful here with the Nine of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles, especially for those of you that are desiring here again to either pursue something solo, so perhaps to have your own business or expand the current business you have. For those of you that want to work, with more freedom, perhaps have a job that allows you more freedom and freedom of schedule and movement, or for those of you that want to work with something more freelance style. This is an excellent month to really encounter those same chances. For others of you, you could also be exploring here, contacts that can add into your life, professionally speaking, something of benefit. And I feel like also there's issues here for some of you Leos in terms of your relationships. Like some of you here that I'm connecting, you have a lot of options when it comes to love, when it comes to romance, when it comes to dating. Even for those of you that are already committed, there seems to be a lot of activity around you. So it's very likely that there can be here, situations where I feel like some of you Leos are a little bit lost in this, spectrum of possibilities, even in terms of love. It's like you have a part of you that is content and happy with something, and yet you still look to the other side, or you still look to other options here that might be coming up as maybe something, worth pursuing. For those of you that are single, this is an excellent month to meet new people, to engage, to date, to have, people fighting over you, lusting over you with the Five of Wands. There's a lot of power with you, power of seduction as well here, that you might not even, understand consciously that you're transporting into situations, and yet you are. And so this is creating and generating a lot of fuss around you, a lot of interest. It could be that there's also, for some of you Leos, there could be attractions, affairs being developed in the workplace. So you might have people you work with really interested in you sexually. There could be that. I also feel here that if you are in a committed relationship and you're tempted in the month of March, there's a lot of debate here in your heart space if you should or shouldn't go for something that might not be, morally correct, but yet it appeals to your spirit and to this calling, again, of freedom. That has been something that you're missing on. And so when there's that, even in terms of love, even when there's that possibility to pursue something that represents here for you, this trail of fire that you can just move and, go towards without any questions, without any inhibitions, you might, let yourself be guided by your instincts a lot during the month. The Lovers and the Five of Wands, and you can see that this man is here dancing with two mermaids, as here in the Five of Wands there's a lot of competition between these girls. So very likely you have here people that are really wanting to come near you. Now, if you're going to make a choice here, not yet. I feel not yet. Like if you are in a love triangle situation or in an affair of some sorts, this might not be the month where you have, the clarity that you need, the orientation that you need to make a choice here of what's best for you. If you're dealing with someone that you're concerned, you could be dealing with someone that is also very pursued himself or herself, and so you might feel competitive here or jealous towards this person because you see that this person you're dealing with has a lot of attention. And the advice here is for you to do you with the Nine of Pentacles. If this is about someone you're interested in and you're afraid of who's around this person, do you. Nine of Pentacles. Be the beautiful, abundant gorgeous being, free, that you are. And this is what's gonna, make you stand out quite a lot, is when you don't engage in pettiness. With the Five of Wands, it's pettiness, it's tension, it's arguments, it's, things that are just noise in the background, but they don't add, anything of meaning, of quality to the table. So this goes to the fact that in whatever circumstance you're dealing with in the month of March, if something is not bringing quality to the table, if it's not, enhancing the beautiful things that you're conquering, that you're working towards, that you're creating, don't bring it, because it's just, it's waste, that then you're gonna have to clean up. You're gonna have, twice the work and the effort to then, remove from your life, and, from the things that you really want to preserve and you really want to see growing. So if you can avoid bringing things that are very superficial, or where that there's not much, expectation here of longevity, of productivity, of anything of meaning into your life, avoid bringing, those things. Because I feel like for some of you Leos, you could also be very very seduced during this time with easy, instant gratification. And there's nothing wrong with that, but I just feel like, it can cast a spell on you, where you move from a situation where you were holding yourself back, where you were not living your passions, where you were not living your truth, and maybe you set yourself to another trap that looks different but has, a similar problem with it, which is, always pursuing something that leads you, to nowhere. Because the things that the Five of Wands brings here, are instant gratifications. It gives us a taste of something, but it does not give us the nurturance, the fulfillment. So we still have this hunger, right? This void to keep, filling up, and nothing seems to be holding that capacity, because what we're, grabbing is not nutritious. So I hope you have a great great month of March. I want to thank all of you that have been liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hopefully we'll see each other soon.